now that y'all will be getting in the trucks, at the end of the day, you'll take the key out of the ignition, turn that power button off, lock the doors, and then bring me the key if I'm not around. Okay?
Back here when this stuff's sleeper.
Alright, we'll just let it air up for a second and then we'll start our pre-trip stuff.
I think this is automatic.
Yep.
During this time, can you check everything else?
As in?
As in a heater, defroster?
Yeah, we're going to check all that. That's what this is.
Okay.
We're going to do our whole in-cab, which is all that stuff you're talking about.
Gotcha.
Does this have 1,000,000 miles yet?
411,000.
Oh, that ain't nothing.
It's just broken in.
If I was, gonna go buy a truck, I'd make sure it had at least 300,000 on it. That's just that way you know that all the little kinks and stuff are worked out. So I don't like this handle that's right here. This big old fat handle. The other trucks you get in, it's just a round handle about that big. You just turn a dial and put it in
So it's
driver's
just a
reverse.
turn.
Yeah.
This acts as like a turn signal type.
Yeah, this thing is a pain in the head. I don't like it. And then now, since y'all are going to be getting in the trucks and starting them, okay? First thing in the mornings when you come out, go ahead and check the oil. Just make sure it's somewhere on the stick. All right. If you think it's too low, let me know, and we'll put some in, or we'll just let it run for the day. Really,
Okay.
kind of varies. But always check the oil first, and then when you first start the truck, like I did, just let it idle for a minute
Yeah.
and let the fluids get all through there, and then you can idle it up like I'm doing right now. Okay, so your in-cab is also part of your outside. So don't think that they're two separate things and you're going to do the in-cab and say, okay, I'm done, I'm finished. We don't ever say we're done, finished, through, completed, it concludes. We don't do that until we're done with everything that we know we have to do on the pre-trip, okay? Because we had a guy fail here recently who did his in-cab and said, okay, I'm done. And Dallas will ask you, are you sure? Are you sure? Okay? If you're inside and you say, I'm done, and he says, are you sure? Then you need to say, no, I'm not, I'm sorry. You get out and finish it, okay? All right, now, so when we go down, we're gonna get in the truck. We're gonna get everything set up. We want our mirrors set. We'll get our seat set, our steering wheel set how we want. And we're gonna look at our air gauges, okay? Right now, they're sitting right at 100 PSI, okay? In order for our governor to actually start pushing air, it needs to be below 100, okay? So when we notice that, we're just gonna
Just
pump it down a couple times, get it below 100, okay? And then you can do that before he even gets down there. You can have everything ready to go,
Okay.
all right? So now we're ready to go. The examiner's got in, and he's gonna read the rules to you and everything, and then tell you you're ready, and he's gonna start a timer, okay? Glad I said that, it reminded myself. So
It's what?
So
60 seconds?
1 minute, 10 seconds.
minute and 10 seconds, what we're gonna do. Okay, so now we're ready to start our test, okay? So first thing is our seat belt. Right? It's properly mounted and secured to the cab and to the floor. It's not cut, torn, or frayed. It latches and unlatches properly, okay? I got my fire extinguisher. It's properly mounted and secured to the floor. It is fully charged and the pin is in place. I have my 3 red reflective triangles. They are not cracked, broken, or missing. Okay. Then I have my spare fuses.
I was wondering where those are.
All right, and my floor itself is mounted and secured. It's free of debris and there's no holes. We won't talk about this one over here. Okay. So now I'm going to perform a safe start. My glasses are. I'm going to do a safe start. Okay. I'm going to turn the key to the on position. My ABS lights come on and off, and my def light right here has it cycled. All my gauges cycled. So my def light came on and off, and my ABS light come on and off on the truck and the trailer. You'll never see the trailer one. It happens so fast.
Okay.
And now I'm going to perform my governor test. So I'm going to start my truck. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to push both of these knobs in. Okay? That way it airs the whole system up. Alright? So now I'm going to idle my truck up between 1,000 and 1,500 RPMs. And until I hear my governor kick off, and that should happen between 120 and 140 PSI. Okay? So we just idle it up and wait for our governor. This truck, you can hold it to the floor. It's not going to go above that. Okay, but if you're in that truck, you gotta figure out where it is to hold. Say our governor kicked off, you'll hear it. It makes a sound. But they've been telling me the governor hasn't been kicking off for this. So. Alright, so my governor kicked off between 120 and 140, which indicates that it's working properly. Okay. So now I'm going to do my brake test portion. So I'm going to turn my truck off. Okay. I'm going to turn it back to the on position. It's a safe start. My ABS light and def lights all come on and off on the tractor and the trailer. Okay. The next 3 steps are pass or fail. Okay. They have to be done right and they have to be done in order.
Okay.
Okay. So the first part of my brake test is my leak test. So I'm gonna I'll move this out of y'all's way. I can leave it over here for now, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna apply firm pressure to the brake pedal. And when my gauges stop moving, I'm going to start a timer for 1 minute and 10 seconds, okay? I'm going to press on this. My gauges stop moving. I start my timer, okay? This gauge shows how hard you're pushing on the pedal, okay? And you want it up there around 90 to 100. This part is very important to practice, because your leg will start shaking, like mine's starting to shake, but
Well, you're just holding it in.
you're just holding it, and yeah.
And it's right on that where your toes meet the ball of your foot.
Yeah.
So there's a nerve bundle there.
said you're doing a minute and 10 on this?
Yeah. It's just a precaution. You do it for extra 10 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. My minute is up and I did not lose more than 4 psi. Right. Next, I'm going to do my early warning. I'm going to fan my brakes until my audible and visual alarm come on, and that should happen before my gauges reach 55 psi. So you just fan it. There's my audible and visual alarms. They both came on before my gauges reached 55 psi, so it's working properly.
Okay.
So next I'm going to check my protection valves. So I'm going to continue to fan my brakes, and between 20 and 40, both of my knobs should pop out. Okay. Alright, both my knobs popped out, which indicates that my protection valves or safety valves are working properly. Okay, so next, I'm going to perform another safe start. So I turn the key off, back to the on position. My ABS lights for the truck and trailer come on and off. My def light comes on and off and stays back on. Now I'm going to start my truck. And now I'm going to finish up with my in-cab stuff. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start with my hood mirrors. They're properly mounted and secured. They're not chipped or broken or damaged in any way. They're clean and clear. There's no illegal stickers to obstruct my view. Okay? My windshield's properly mounted and secured. It's not cracked, chipped, or broken. It's clean and clear, and there's no illegal stickers on it to obstruct my view. My windshield's sealed. It's properly mounted and secured. It's not cut, torn, or dry rotted, and there's no visible leaks. Okay? I have my windshield wiper arms. They're properly mounted and secured. They're not bent, broken, or damaged. And then my wiper blades are properly mounted and secured. They're not dry rotted, torn, and they press evenly across the window. My washer fluid, it sprays evenly across the window. And it's working properly. My side mirrors are properly mounted and secured. They're not chipped, cracked, or broken. There's no illegal stickers to obstruct my view, and they are adjusted to my view. Okay. Next, I have my heater and defrost, and I just put it on defrost and heater. Okay. I turn it to high, put my hand up here. My defroster is working properly, and my heater is working properly. Okay. Then I have my city horn, my air horn. They're both working properly. Okay. So next, I'm going to turn my headlights on. I'm going to leave them on. Okay. And I have my right indicator is working properly. My left indicator is working properly. Pull back on this handle. My high beam indicator is working properly. What's over here? And my four-way indicators are working properly. Okay. Alright, next. We're going to check our parking brakes. Okay. And how we do that is like this. So this is your trailer, this is your tractor. Okay. So I'm going to check my trailer first. I'm going to push the yellow knob in. I'm going to put my foot on the brake. I'm going to put it in drive, and I'm going to tug against my trailer. Okay. Alright. My trailer brakes are working properly. Now I'm going to check my tractor brake. I'm going to push the trailer knob in, put it back in drive. I'm going to check my trailer brake, or my tractor brake. My tractor brakes are working properly. So now I'm going to do my service brake. Your foot pedal is considered your service brake. Okay? So we're going to push both knobs in. We're going to loosely hold the steering wheel. Like this so I can get the truck straight. And we're going to pull forward at no more than 5 miles an hour, but try to get up a little bit. Try to put a little speed in it, okay? And then we're going to apply the brake. And let me get it going so I get the truck straight. Okay, so now we're going to pull forward, loosely holding the steering wheel. Like, I mean, you can leave your hands off of it if you want, but You're gonna pull forward no more than 5 miles an hour and apply the brake. Okay, so we'll pull forward and then we'll stop. Okay, my steering wheel did not move left or right, which would indicate a brake problem or a suspension problem. Okay. Now, when you're on the yard, you're gonna, after you do that, you're gonna back up to that wheel chock, so the next person will be already sitting on it. Okay. It's gonna be hard to see at first when y'all are doing this, but the more you do it, the easier you'll judge a distance of knowing when you're on top of it. It'll be a lot easier. There. All right, so now that is everything in here that you need to talk about. So now you're going to ask the examiner, would you get out and do a light check for me? I'm going to check my right blinker, I'm going to check my left blinker, I'm going to check my high beams, and I'm going to check my four ways. Right? You're going to do your four ways last. That way you can leave them on as he's walking down the side of the truck. He can see that the left blinker's working here. He's going to get to the back of the truck, and when he gets back there, you can turn them off. You'll check your left blinker, and he'll give you a thumbs up. You'll check your right blinker, he'll give you a thumbs up. You'll step on the brake, he'll give you a thumbs up. Then you're going to turn the four ways back on, and he's going to walk up that side so he can see that the blinker's working over there. And once he gets back to the front of the truck, you can cancel the blinker, turn the truck off, and you can get out of the truck.
And then do the outside.
And then do the outside. Right? That's it. Pretty simple. And I did not forget anything.
You're spot on.
That's